Hi, I'm Ricky, and this is my best friend, Becky.
Hi.
Today, we're going to talk about TV shows and movies that we love or don't. Hashtag, did you watch that? She's back.
Hi, guys.
It's been five ever,
I know.
but you're here. You're
I'm
here,
here.
and you're ready.
Yes.
So anything that happened, I tried to keep everybody abreast of what was going on. I talked about things that we talked about for New Year's vibes and stuff, so I didn't forget that you existed. Any-
I heard. I've been listening.
I love that. Is there anything that you need to or want to tell the gals?
I guess just thank you for listening to the off format episodes, and my mom's been texting me like, when are you gonna record again? Are you gonna do the podcast again? I've been like
Right.
ignoring her.
Here we are.
Yeah, so just thank you.
Here's the thing, guys. I love watching TV. I love watching movies. I love pretending that those people are my friends, as my husband noted on the episode that he was on with us. I love a connection. And so I watch a lot of shows. I consume a lot. I make it a priority to consume a lot and to not reconsume things because I want to know everything that's new. Where Becky, he doesn't consume the new stuff as much.
I am a reconsumer and a reconsumer and a reconsume of reconsuming.
The Department of Reconsuming is where you work.
Yeah.
What
But
are your
why?
go-tos?
I want to know why. Like, why are you so against reconsumption?
Because it's just like a waste. Like it feels, and I don't mean any fucking shade at all. I
I mean,
swear. I want to know what's new. I want to see everything. Like there's like actors and directors and writers are putting out so much, and
so much content. Yeah.
I want to see it all. I want to experience. And it's not it has nothing to do with I want to tell everybody that I've seen it, or if it comes up, I want to experience it because I want to like something else. I don't know. But reconsuming just to me is I already watched this. I've already gone through the emotions of this episode or this movie. Some movies I do rewatch because they're the shit, which we'll get into. But I already did it. So I don't want to do it again. I'm going to be on my phone, and then that's just a waste of time. So instead of consuming something new that I look forward to, I'm going to just be on my phone because I'm not actually going to watch this. I don't have that comfort show mentality. I'm like, no thanks. Even when I put on something just for noise in the background, it's gonna be something that I've not seen before.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Do you have a TV in the bedroom?
I do.
Do you put TV, like, do you fall asleep to TV?
No.
Oh.
When I do have the TV on in the bedroom that I'm not paying attention to it, it's I'm on my phone and I just want a light on, but I just don't want the Amazon friggin' background on. And I will I'll put on a movie or a show that it's recommending. Okay, so hold on. I will say, but this is a movie, so it's different. I do rewatch some movies. I had Pitch Perfect on for a while, and so it's just I'm taking off my contacts. I'm finishing up looking at my phone. I'm about to go to bed, but I'm waiting for Matt to come up because if I fall asleep and then he comes up and then I'm asleep and then he wakes me up and then that's Les Mis. I don't put the TV on that much in the bed.
Vince has trained me to be one of those people that cannot fall asleep without TV on.
Oh my
And
gosh.
we have a very specific set of sleeping shows.
And it
And
was The Office.
they are actually, funny enough, no, but Parks and Rec.
Uh-huh.
Um
Matt frequents that show.
Parks and Rec, South Park, Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Matt frequents that show.
Scrubs, and Criminal Minds.
Oh, I love a Criminal Minds.
Oh, and NCIS is sometimes a sleeping show.
I just feel like, so this is like where my problem is. We watched Criminal Minds like when we first got together. I had never seen Criminal Minds. I feel like I heard of it because everybody would say that I remind them of friggin' Garcia.
Oh,
And I used
all
to,
the time.
for you, I'm sure, like as soon as episode 1 through the end, I'm sure people said that about you. But for me, I was just like, I don't know this girl. Stop it. I don't know. But so when we first got together, I remember because we watched it in the apartment, we started watching it, and that's my shit. So you saying like you watch it to go to bed, I was so invested in every single one of the episodes of that show that I'm like, how? I need like the other show that I put on like to like just have as background noise. The background noise like pre-bedtime, taking off my contacts while I'm in bed type of thing is also like to kind of delete whatever I just watched downstairs. And so Rio is another thing that I frequent and
Like
put
the
on in
bird
bed.
movie?
The bird movie. We love a Brazilian bird movie. And so I'm like, does that not give you bad dreams watching Criminal Minds and NCIS before bed?
I feel like I do notice my dreams are a little funky when we're on like a Criminal Minds bedtime show kick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I prevent that by not. I get last night, perfect example last night. There's a new show called Found that I think you'll like, but it's new. So it's going to be down on the list.
Yeah.
It's called Found. It has 1 season. It just ended yesterday. I'll put it in the description that there's spoiler alert to the show Found. It's about the girl who plays the neighbor from Shameless.
Uh-huh.
She finds people who like kids that like are missing or people anyone that's missing, but like they're not like white pretty people, so they're not on the news, so nobody else is looking for them except for her. So that's her whole thing because she was once taken and had to escape and wasn't found. She had to like find herself, you know what I'm saying? Her taker was Zach Morris.
Oh.
Yes. Zach Morris is trash. And in this movie, he's also trash because he's a taker. She then, like, fast forward, she's an adult. She has this very established company, Mosley and Associates. Her name is Gabby Mosley. She takes Zach Morris,
Of revenge take.
and he like lives in the basement.
Cute.
But the kicker is he loves it. He loves it because that's his bae. Whatever he can do to be with his bae. He is a taker, so he has the mentality of a taker. So she goes to the basement and gives him his food and gives him the case file and says, "What do I need to know about this case so I can find this person?"
Huh.
And whatever suggestions he has is usually what the missing link is, and he usually is the successful Mosley and Associates employee or volunteer. Gabby Mosley gets taken. It's a whole thing. There's one person that in this episode, so the second to last episode, that knows that Zach Morris is in the basement. And then so he's like, I'm gonna do what Gabby does. I'm gonna ask him for help for this case of finding Gabby. And then so obviously he freaks the fuck out because the love of his life is Gabby Mosley. And then so he escapes. So Gabby is found, everything's fine. She gets home, she realizes he has escaped, and that's a problem. And then so you see them trying to track him and like find out where he's at, and like he gets this new alias and they think that he's in Amsterdam. Lo and behold, the very last scene, Becky, is him looking through a closet door at the other girl that he took when he took Gabby. So my dreams last night were all of literally Zach Morris's fucking eyeballs peering through this, like it's all dark around him and then there's the door and the wall. That was the rent-free vision in my head all night long. I just need you to watch it. I mean, I just kind of ruined it for you.
I probably know.
Yeah, I'll just keep telling you about it. Like if it's like, oh my god, Gabby and Zach, I'll tell you like it's my friends.
Wait,
So,
I want to know, is there a show that you have watched multiple times? I mean, not like background noise, like sat down and consumed multiple, like,
on purpose.
Yes.
There's one show.
Wait, let me guess. Is
Mhm.
it Gossip Girl?
Yes.
I knew it.
I watched Gossip Girl 3 times. I watched it live when it was on TV, but I fell off like towards what I thought was towards the end, and it wasn't. It was probably just halfway. So then I watched it again because I had mono. And then I watched it again like 2 years ago. I love Gossip Girl. Blair Waldorf, Leighton Meester version of Blair Waldorf, Serena Vanderwoodson, aka Ryan Reynolds' his wife, Blake Lively, Bay. Love them. They are like my celebrity like bays.
You love.
I love Leighton
Like,
Meester and Blake Lively. Oh, they're the best. What's your show that you rewatch the most? I feel like there's a bunch. Not a bunch. There's like 3, I feel.
So definitely South Park.
It's just the time, I feel. Like when South Park came out, like you were the age that South Park was for.
Yeah. I was a 8th grader.
And you like kept with it.
Yeah. And then I went on this like crusade that I was trying to convince people that South Park is still funny. 20 something seasons later.
I just feel like, what the hell could it be about?
And I stand by that.
Well, the same thing with Simpsons. Simpsons has been on forever, and it's still.
I never got into Simpsons. I've tried. I've had friends that were obsessed. I never got into it.
We like watched it, but like, I'm not like quoting it or anything.
But definitely South Park, and my favorite show for all time ever is The Sopranos, and I actually am currently in a rewatch right now of The Sopranos. I'm
actively rewatching.
Yeah,
I feel like are you like living for like Carmela and like Italian mob wives, like New Jersey mob wives? Like they're having a moment right now.
They are having a moment right now.
Okay,
and
Edie Falco is like fucking smiling.
I just love the comment section though of those videos.
Yes.
Like people get so defensive.
Do they?
About like it's a way of life. It's not a trend. Like, oh my God. I think the acting in Sopranos is top tier. I think that the writing is nearly impeccable. I think every time I watch it, I notice like a small detail or like a subplot that like I never had picked up on before. And
that's why I want to that's the only reason why I want to rewatch it, is because the first time it was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And now that I see all these like little things and all these like videos and like people like dissecting episodes, I'm like, wait, hold on, I want to watch it again.
Also just like the use of music in The Sopranos is just
20 out of 10. Kiss. What about, is there another show or is that it for your frequent rewatches?
I've watched Scrubs 1,000 times.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I feel like I've never watched Scrubs. That's like Omar Good. No, the guy who's not Omar Good from Clueless, and not Dak Shepard.
Zach Braff, yeah.
Zach Braff on Armchair Expert. They call him not Dak Shepard.
Really? That's funny.
Yeah, because they look exactly alike, and like he gets confused for him a lot, like in the streets. What about Sex and the City? I feel like that is your show.
Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't even think of that. Yes, yeah. So actually, I just finished a Sex and the City rewatch, and
I love that.
And you know what's funny? When I started at about like the 3rd or 4th season. I skipped past the first 2 seasons. I really like it when Charlotte meets Trey, and like that. And I think
she's like not just miserable being single.
Harry are kind of going through their thing at the time, and that's kind of where I started. And like I'll just pick a random episode in season 3 or season 4, and
I love that.
Watch it there. And I just love the fashion. That's like
that's the best part of that show. piggyback off of that show, Carrie Diaries was on the CW.
I never watched it.
It's only 2, maybe 3 seasons. The best. I love a teenager show also.
You do?
Like I love a teenager show, a teenager movie, love them. But the Carrie Diaries was so good. The fashion was amazing because it's in the 80s. And so it was so good. CW shows, I feel like when I was coming up was such a thing. But I don't know that I even watched them. I did not watch One Tree Hill. I didn't watch Smallville. I did watch Gilmore Girls, but I watched the reruns. I never watched them live.
I never watched that show either.
Yeah, I feel like I want to.
Have.
And there's a guy on TikTok who like decodes jokes that they said because it's very dry, like humor. And there's a guy who like will break down like what a joke meant. And like I watch his videos and I'm like, all of this went over my head. I knew that they were funny and I knew that they had little zingers. I never even understood that I didn't get them. Like that's how far off. So this topic that this TV show topic came up because Becky started a new-ish show and I was so proud.
Yes, I'm watching Chicago Fire.
We love that.
But I have to admit that I am mostly sleeping through Chicago Fire, to be honest. So I'm I need to do a little rewinding and
not rewinding.
Yeah. Wait, what do you call it?
I feel like I call it rewinding, but it's just when I hear it, like you're not winding anything. You're pressing the go back button.
I love a vintage catchphrase.
Yeah. The kids don't even know what rewind means.
Right.
They probably just say go back. I wonder. I'm going to ask like kids that I know. Ask little Vinny. What is it when you go back on a TV show?
Ask Matt Jr. and Alicia.
I feel like they know. But like we need to find like a younger kid, like younger than Matt Jr. and Ryan. Actually, maybe even Ryan. Like what do your hands do? Like how do you signify like that you're taking a picture? Like if you had to mime that you were taking a picture, what would you do?
Verse.
Right. So weird. So Becky's watching Chicago Fire, and that's exciting for me because I am a Chicago Fire and Chicago PD girly. Oh, this makes me wonder, maybe if you started Chicago PD because there's a lot more action, that it would be more engaging, and then that would like re-engage you into the Chicago verse.
Maybe. Or maybe I'll just watch Sex and the City again.
I hate that. So our household is an NBC household. We're doing the Chicago on Wednesday and we're doing the Law and Order on Thursdays. Do you Law and Order? Do you new Law and Order? SVU in them?
I mean,
no.
I've tried to like go back and watch SVU. Some of the storylines are so morbid.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it's crazy that SVU was the most popular out of all of them. I'm like, you guys are all fucking freaks, yo.
Yeah. So
I've always thought that. So growing up, I never watched Law and Order. I didn't even like know that there was a difference between the three. I don't know. The only thing I remember like really getting into for crime shows, like growing up and being a super young adult, is no, I don't remember what it's called. Crime Scene, CSI. I remember watching CSI. I also remember New York Undercover as a child. I couldn't tell you plot lines or who was in it, but also Bones was always on in the background, like when I was a young adult.
I think I watched Bones briefly.
Yeah, I feel like I would like Bones because it's really sciencey, which is why I liked Criminal Minds. So once I watched Criminal Minds in like 2014, maybe 2015, then I was like, hold on, I am a cop show girly. And then that's when I started watching Law and Order. And so we watched Law and Order SVU from jump. And I and so we watch it current. Other things, so we're an NBC household, but there was that one time that ABC came out with some cute ass little shows, and they were just like cute little 22-minute episode shows, Splitting Up Together, which is with what's the girl from How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? They have the same last name. Oliver something.
Hudson.
Oliver Hudson, Kate Hudson, yes. Her and Pam Beesly from The Office.
Oh, she was in another show?
Yes. There was a show about they were getting divorced, but they still lived in the same house. And so one week, one parent would live in the house and the other parent would live in the guest house, or maybe it was a garage or something. And then they would switch week to week. And so that was a really good show that had maybe 2 seasons. There was another show called Single Parents with the queen herself, Leighton Meester, and the guy from Everybody Loves Raymond, the brother.
With the deep voice.
Yes. Hilarious character, because it's the same character, but it's not. He plays like a rich dermatologist. And so they're all single parents and then their kids, and it was a cute like, we just watched something deep, we're about to go to bed, so let's watch something light. That's what that show was. And then there was a show called The Good Doctor on CBS. I might be lying. That might have been on ABC too. It's about a autistic kid who's a doctor.
I watched
a surgeon.
Or I watched the first season and I did really like it. Yeah. But then I like moved and stuff and then just like never circled back to it. But I was enjoying it.
It's good. So there's that show is based on a Korean show or a Japanese show. I forget. It's the same. I think it was a book and then they turned it into a TV show, and now then they have an American adaptation of it. There's another Korean or Japanese show called Woo Yun Woo. That's the same premise, but a lawyer. It's a girl who is a lawyer and she's like a savant. She's like super smart and she solves every like case and wins every case. But it's also her trying to like grow up and like be an adult and not like just be with her dad. But there's a lot of like underlying drama too, like with families and stuff. Very good show. And it's dubbed in English, so it's not, you don't have to read subtitles.
Stop, because I am just always in amazement that you can just find a show that's Korean about a lawyer and just like watch it and like
listen, if you on like your Netflix or your Peacock or whatever, if you rate the shows, they will show you what you want to see. So I be finding some deep cuts and I'm like, yo, this show's the fucking best show. And I'm trying to talk about it to people and no one's heard of it.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, like, for me, it's like the ADHD and the neurodivergence be kicking. And literally, I just put the TV on so I don't feel like alone. It sounds so depressing, but just for like noise.
Matt is the type that puts on the TV just for noise. And I'm like, can you stop?
And I'll like, I'm staring at the fireplace for 20 minutes.
That sounds terrible.
I know. I'm just, but I'm in amazement at your ability to consume content.
Yeah. I want to pay attention.
You and Vince are the same in that like you can watch something and then recant it. The reason why I can watch these shows over and over again, because once enough time passes, I don't remember anything. Like, not even that much time has to pass. And it's like being able to watch the show that I love all over again. And Vince always makes fun of me for that because he'll be like, oh, it's a movie you saw 3 years ago. You never saw it. We can watch it.
Oh, cool. It's brand new.
And I'm just amazed that like Vince can read an article or like you can watch a show and then like
retain
day
comprehension.
Yeah, like yes, like give like a synopsis of it because I'm like,
oh my god,
wait, what happened? Like who did that? Who said that? What was it?
Oh, that sounds terrible. I'm sorry that you experienced that.
I know. And I guess like a little insight to share with the audience would be that I was like only like diagnosed with ADHD in the last 6 months. So it's like a new thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like unmedicated. I'm like trying to like cognitive behavioral therapy my way through ADHD. So,
but also like this is a super unimportant like aspect of it. Like it's a TV show, it's fine.
No, I know, but like it's just a metaphor for like many things in my life, you know.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I got you.
Like, well, you can edit this out if you don't want to talk about it, but like when you had your surgery a few months ago. And wait, like hold on, how was it like more like 6 months ago? Because in my mind it was like
it was August 18th. I just had to write it down on the paper for my physical. That's why I know.
Yeah, so
6 months in February.
Okay, right. So I said a few months ago, there you go. That's my concept of time.
Red flag number 1.
And how many times did I ask you what day it was? It was like weekly for about
Yes. Like every day I was like, I never said it was tomorrow.
Yeah. But so like yes, consuming content in television is a small faction of this, but
remembering things that people say.
It spills into like I have a really bad memory.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm here to remember it. I got you, girl. So
wait,
quick go.
I this is maybe a left field question that I don't even know if you even watch this kind of TV, but do you have like a favorite contest style TV?
Like a competition show? So that was one of the things I wanted to talk about because there's a new show that I got into. There's only one, or there's 2 seasons of it as of last week. It's called Traitors. And so it's like reality stars from all of the reality verse, not just Bravo, not just network television. That I watched the first season because there was a lot of Bravo celebrities on it and just people that I knew. So I was really excited about it. And so that's probably right now the only one that I have watched in a long time. The Big Brothers, The Amazing Races, the ninja fucking climbing onto weird shit. I don't. The cookie and competitions, the British baker next, that was cool.
That's Kelly.
Iron Chef is
That's Kelly and Mark's jam. Like they'll like they will like they rewatched the British, like the original like casting of the British Bake Off.
Right.
Like I rewatched South Park.
That's crazy.
And they have little
inside you already watched it
about like the contestants and stuff. Like they are obsessed.
So me and Matt did watch it, and it was a while ago because I remember we still lived in the apartment. So this is 2014-15. They always said oregano.
Yes.
Instead of oregano. And so we say oregano. But that's the only takeaway that I have from it. But Nina watches it. Nina's mom watches it. I don't have cable. But like I like have my mom's like Xfinity. So like I can consume, but I don't choose to consume Food Network.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I like watching cooking videos online. You know what I mean? But Iron Chef, this is a good question. Favorite food show. Iron Chef was my jam. My whole ass fucking jam. I loved Iron Chef. The competition shows, like the cooking competition shows, I
get into it.
There was one on Bravo that I would come into sometimes. My parents love the Gordon Ramsay one, like a lot. Oh, the baking ones, and like they'll do like the Great Christmas. I fucking hate those. I don't like them. I can watch Chopped. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. It's not a competition show, but it's a food show. The one with Alton Brown, Good Eats.
Oh yeah, everyone loves Good Eats.
The best cooking show for literally any level of chefery.
Yes.
We did watch that from start to finish. And then they came out with the rebooted one in like 2019, 2020.
Got a little weird, but still good.
Yeah. I think he had like beef.
Yeah.
That's fine. But they showed how to make pho.
Yeah.
And they showed like how to make pickles. I remember me and Matt Jr. would rewatch it like when we would make chicken wings. And every time I have to light the grill, I always go back to that episode, or like I find it on YouTube of how to light a charcoal grill.
I'm dead.
It's basically you start a grease fire on a paper towel.
Yep.
That's fine. What's your favorite competition show?
Do you remember like the first season of Project Runway with like Santino?
Yes.
Make it work.
Yes.
So good.
The thing that I remember the most is there was a lady who was like really thin and had like long brown crazy hair. Not crazy, but that she would put little florets on fucking everything.
Our girl, yes.
Yes. I remember her so clearly.
I
remember
rewatch that now that I think about
things.
Then also the original like the first couple seasons of So You Think You Can Dance.
Same. And
like,
I remember that.
Where like Mandy, like they won like Emmys on like their choreography.
Yes.
So beautiful, and you know.
Yes.
But it's just, again, all those shows, just none of it's the same as it used to be, you know.
There was a show where Tabitha Coffey came from about doing hair.
Oh, yes.
I watched that show, and then I watched her Salon Kitchen Nightmare show. But now I'm watching a lot of dramas.
Yes.
So on your screensaver for Netflix, it'll like suggest shows for you. And it's like it's for like whatever user is on. And so for me, the recurring theme that me and Matt noticed about it is slow burns and dramedies are apparently my jam. Give me a drama, but like make it funny. Like Christina Applegate show. It's a drama, but it's funny. It's suspenseful, but it's funny. I watch a lot of like Australian shows. I wish I wrote down the names of them because they're so fucking funny. If anyone actually wants these, just DM me and I'll tell you. But there's on Prime and maybe Hulu, there's a lot of Australian like shows that are like crime shows and cop shows, but they're so hilarious. But real quick, to go back to competition shows, the way that I was obsessed with Real World as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Obsessed. I would buy the books after each season. They would always come out with like a random book that would just have like little insider things. Every single one.
That's so cute.
My favorite season was Paris, which is like a season that like notoriously is terrible. I love it because CT was on it.
I remember really liking Seattle and New Orleans.
Ooh, Seattle, the slap.
I just rewatched. Well, no, I mean I watched a clip of it recently.
Yeah. New Orleans was good. I remember there was like a redhead guy or something. There was a racism drama.
Yeah.
That like somebody said something about like, but he's black, and it was like a whole fucking thing. I do remember that.
Yeah.
But I remember like very specifically, I grew up on Bennington Street in Lawrence, Massachusetts. That house is burned down now, so y'all can't stalk me. And I remember watching Road Rules, the first one with Mark and Eric. And I remember Mark would wear a bandana, but he would put he would have it on his forehead, and like he would keep the top like sticking up.
I remember.
And I was like, that's so weird. And then sometimes he'd wear it backwards, but it would be sticking up. And I remember Eric was so freaking hot, and they were like these two McMusclersons. And I just, now they're like producers and like work for like Viacom. I loved them. I loved Road Rules. I dated a guy from Road Rules.
You did?
I did, but it's like he's not hot, and he's not cool, and like not a lot of people remember him, but he's Cape Verdean. His name was Donnell. He was on the same season as Abraham.
Oh my God.
Abraham, that he would like give himself scars to like remember fucking shit.
See, I never really watched Road Rules.
Okay. Well, so like The Challenge was another show that I was obsessed with. But so like these are all like back in the day people. But his name was Donnell. He's Cape Verdean. He lived in Tewksbury. He was like my first.
Not Tewksbury.
I know. I want to say boyfriend because he was not my boyfriend, but like he was like the first boy that I hung out with between when I left my relationship and when I moved here, which was like a month and a half's time. But I would like hang out with him in like Tewksbury and like Boston and shit. It was so stupid. Oh, the whole point of Donnell, this is for listeners now because I know that you won't know. He got kicked off of his season because I think he like slapped Abraham, or Abraham slapped him or something, and then like they just voted him off of the RV. They were like, yeah, bye.
Oh.
Yeah. Reality TV shows. Where are you with a reality TV show?
That's it. The first season, Project Runway, Real World, and the first couple seasons of So You Think You Can Dance. That's where I'm at.
Those ended 10 years ago.
Yep.
Accurate?
Yep.
Now the most reality TV show you watch is the news?
Yeah.
The Weather Channel?
I'm not a hater. Again, I'm not a hater. I'm just
not a consumer.
And here's the thing. I'll even sit down and I'm going to watch something new. I'm going to watch something different. And I'll flip. Like go HBO Max, Netflix, YouTube TV, Hulu, Peacock, and I'll still end up.
I remember one time you said, I'm going to watch something new. And then when I followed up towards the end of the day, so what you watch? You said on the Hallmark Channel, there was little kitties doing Christmas things. And that's what you fucking watched. And I was like, what a fucking waste of time, bitch. I could not even. I was so disappointed. I think that's when I gave up. I was like, you know what, girl, bye. I'm not telling you nothing about a show. So I guess this is my department. Real Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of New Jersey, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Dubai, and Real Housewives of Durban. We're living for these seasons. Durban is South Africa.
That was my follow-up question.
I know, you're like eyes crossed as soon as I said Durban. You're like, So Potomac feels like it's right next door because it's basically DC area. When it first came out, everyone was like, what the fuck is a Potomac? Like nobody knew where Potomac was. They were like, what? But it's Maryland. Remember that time I was trying to be a Maryland girlie? I was like, you guys just go to eat in Chesapeake City.
Oh, it was a vibe.
Like, fucking why?
So bad, yeah.
I was trying to make fetch happen. But obviously New Jersey because it's freaking like loud ass Italians. Atlanta because Nene Leakes is like the OG of life. Dubai was just luxurious and amazing and like inclusive, and I loved it. And Durban, also inclusive, and I loved it. But like, I don't know, you think like South Africa and like you don't like know what to expect. Them bitches is rich. Like, and they live on like golf, was it? Golf campus? Golf clubs? Golf.
They live on golf courses, yeah.
Golf courses.
Yeah.
Very fancy. I don't watch the other Housewives. I watch Miami too. I have watched Beverly Hills. I have watched New York. I don't keep up with it. I do want to watch Salt Lake City because the drama. Like somebody got a black eye. Somebody went to jail.
Wait, there's a Real Housewives of Salt Lake City?
Yes.
Are they Mormons?
From what I know from the girls' trip that two of the people were on, they're ex-Mormons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's weird. Vanderpump Rules. Like, that's a show that I wish you would watch. I know that you would die watching it because Nina couldn't get through the first couple seasons. And I just feel like you guys have the same level of, can you watch a show? The answer is no.
Hashtag no.
Hashtag nope. That's a big fat negative. Roger that on the negative. But Below Deck is my other like super favorite show. Like super favorite is Below Deck. It's about people who work on yachts, on like luxury like motor yachts. And then also the people, like it's more about the people who work on it and less about the people that are chartering it. But you still get to see like who's chartering it, but it's usually just like in the light of like they're fucking ungrateful assholes that have to get entertained by the people who work here. Shows I do not watch.
Oh, that's a good question.
Most medical shows. I don't even watch Chicago fucking whatever it's called.
I noticed that when you were talking about the Chicago that you left out Med.
Yes, I couldn't even think of it. I was like, what is it, MD? Fucking Chicago Hope?
But you like The Good Doctor.
The Good Doctor was because he had autism, so that was, you know. Oh, but yeah, Chicago Med, we fell off.
Oh, I'm a medical show girly, you know.
Yes, you're a Grey's Anatomy girl.
Grey's Anatomy, House, you know, bring it all the way back to ER.
Yes,
my mom
ER.
is like, I think it was on Sunday nights, and that used to be our thing. Like we'd make
which one?
ER.
Ooh, George Clooney,
and watch ER.
I love that.
Yeah,
I'm not a medical show girly. I said it when my husband was in the hospital a couple years ago. Oh, he got home 2 years ago, a couple days ago. I saw it on my Snapchat.
Oh, wow.
Oh. They were giving me like aftercare instructions for him, and I was just like, dumb it all the way down. I don't even watch fucking medical TV shows. I don't watch shows on TLC, the reality shows on TLC, 90 Day Fiance, Little People on the Pumpkin Patch, Little Women Who Are Hoes, 500-pound bitches. Not like that. I'm uninterested.
My mom loves all that.
It's giving scripted. I have watched the Little People that lived on the Pumpkin Patch, Knott's Berry Farm or whatever. I did watch it at one time. John and Kate Plus 8, I watched that at one time. Present day, I'm not. I do wish I watched like the Teen Mom. If Teen Mom is still on, I wish I was watching it. But that's what we have Ashley for.
Mm.
Do you have a scary show, a drama, like a heavy drama? Or you're just Sopranosing it up for drama?
Yeah.
New shows, like I was saying, teenagery shows. The Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm way above the age bracket for it. That's fine. Loved it. The Kissing Booth was a movie for teenagers. Loved it. There's like a girl who's an Indian girl. Never Have I Ever. It's about high school freshmen. Well, eventually she is a senior. Love it. I don't know what like draws me in to these teenager ass shows, but Dash and Lily was a Christmas series that had one season. Loved it. That's all. That's all my shows. I wish I could tell you guys about movies because there's a list. I can like scroll through my whole Netflix and tell you, but I won't.
Maybe it could be a part 2 episode.
Maybe I'll save it for I'm talking with Matt, because me and Matt consume all of our things together. Maybe that has to do with it. He's not going to watch anything that's boring, and I don't want to waste my time, but I also have to convince him to watch TV with me. And like, I don't want to waste his time by watching like Housewives with him, because that's like me time. So maybe that's why I step up my TV watching, and I'm like looking for something like good for my mans. That's all. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for following us on social media. I have an influx of followers on the Instagram.
I have noticed I have gotten a few new followers myself.
Hey, friends. Yeah. Hey, new friends. Hey, Lauren. So thank you guys for listening. Please share our podcast with your friends, because if you like us, then probably they'll like us too. You can follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, which is soon to be YouTube Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. If you're looking for me on social media, I'm at Cold Heart Covered in Gold, and Becky is at Becky_B, BECKI_BE. Bye.
Bye.